The reality may sometimes be stranger than fiction. For example, did you realize that bacteria made up 2 to 3 pounds of your body weight? With over 200 nations and around 7.8 billion people, the globe is full of intriguing, exciting, and fascinating information. If you've ever found yourself in a situation where you've run out of things to say during a dinner or happy hour with friends or family, you know how embarrassing it can be. Having a few go-to icebreakers to keep the conversation flowing is thus actively a good idea. We've compiled a list of the top 10 unknown facts about the world. Take a look at it, and before watching the video, please remember to like, share, and subscribe to the channel to not miss any of our forthcoming videos. Number 10. You can't buy Coca-Cola in North Korea and Cuba. It's reassuring to know that you can always get a Coca-Cola no matter where you go. Almost anywhere. As reported by the BBC, despite the fact his carbonated beverage is available almost everywhere, it has not yet officially found its way to North Korea or Cuba. This is due to the fact that these nations are subject to long-term trade embargoes by the United States. But other people claim that if you work hard enough, you may be able to catch a drink of the stuff, although it will almost certainly be far more costly than what you would spend in the United States, and that it will almost certainly be imported from a nearby nation such as Mexico or China. Number 9. Los Angeles could house the whole world's population. According to recent estimates, the world's overall population is more than 7.5 billion people, and of course, that number seems to be enormous. According to National Geographic, if every one of individuals stood shoulder to shoulder, they could all be contained inside the 500 square miles of Los Angeles. Number 8. More people visit France than any other country. France is a stunning country, bulging to the seams with delectable wines, delicious cheese, and a plethora of romantic opportunities. Therefore, it should come as no surprise that, according to the United Nations World Tourism Organization, more people wish to go to France than any other country in the world. In 2017, the European nation received 86.9 million visitors. With 81.8 million visits, Spain was the second most popular destination, followed by the United States, 76.9 million, China 60.7 million, and Italy 58.3 million. Number 7. Mount Everest is bigger now than the last time it was measured. Even though Mount Everest has not physically grown since reaching maturity a long time ago, the most recent measurement conducted by surveyors from China and Nepal shows that the mountaintop is far higher than previously assumed. According to NPR, previous measurements have varied from 29,002 feet above sea level in 1856 to 20,029 feet above sea level in 1955. After a lengthy process of measuring the mountain using GPS equipment, specialists have officially determined the Mount Everest is a massive 29,031.69 feet tall as a result of plate tectonics, according to experts. Number 6. There are fossilized plants in Greenland under 1.4 kilometers of ice. It is estimated that the Greenland ice sheet covers over 80% of the country, making it the biggest and perhaps the sole remnant of Pleistocene glaciations. According to Encyclopedia Britannica, Pleistocene glaciations in the northern hemisphere. But has it always been this cold? Researchers found well-preserved ancient plants and proteins at the bottom of a 1.4 kilometer core sample collected during a world war in 1966 at Camp Century. This indicates that the vast sheet of ice melted and rebuilt at least once in the past million years, according to the researchers. Number 5. Glaciers and ice sheets hold about 69% of the world's fresh water. According to Water in Crisis, a guide to the world's freshwater resources published by the United States Geological Survey, the seas hold little over 96% of the total quantity of water on the planet, USGS. That is, however, largely seawater, because 68.7% of the world's fresh water is locked in ice caps. Perpetual snow and glaciers, you'll have to go to the poles to find it. Number 4. The world's hottest chili pepper is so potent that it could kill you. The weapons-grade Dragon's Breath chili pepper is very spicy. If you eat one, you risk developing anaphylactic shock, which involves your airways being burned and closed down. Number 3. The people of Indonesia are among the world's shortest. According to statistics collated by The Telegraph from several worldwide sources, Indonesia has some of the world's shortest people. The typical adult is around 5 feet 1.8 inches tall when both genders are included. Bolivians aren't very tall, standing at 5 feet 2.4 inches on average. In the Netherlands, where the average adult height is 6 feet, the tallest individuals reside. Number 2. The world's quietest room is situated inside Microsoft's headquarters in Washington state. As they say, silence is golden. While it may not be valued as much as diamonds and cash to most people, it was undoubtedly the main purpose of those who constructed the world's quietest chamber. According to CNN, the lab room at Microsoft's headquarters is Redmond, Washington, registers a background noise of negative 20.35 dBA, which is 20 decibels below the human hearing threshold, and shatters prior records for the most quietest locations. As soon as one enters the room, one senses a bizarre and distinct feeling that is difficult to define, said Hunraj Gopal, a speech and hearing scientist at Microsoft and the lead creator of the anechoic chamber. Most individuals find the lack of sound overwhelming, and they have a sensation of fullness of ringing in their ears. Because the ambient noise is so low, even very weak noises become detectable. You can hear that move if you tilt your head. You can hear yourself breathing, which is rather loud. Number 1. There's a website that tracks the world's population in real time. At the time of the beginning of agriculture, roughly 8000 BC, the world's population was approximately 5 million people. With a growth rate of less than 0.05% each year, the population increased to 200 million over the 8,000 years leading up to the year 1 AD. As a result of the Industrial Revolution, the world population increased dramatically, whereas it took all the human history until around 1800 to reach 1 billion. The second billion was reached in only 130 years, 1930. The third billion in 30 years, 1960. The fourth billion in 15 years, 1974, and the fifth billion in only 13 years, 1990. According to the current estimates, the global human population is more than 7.8 billion people by 2021. For those who want to see the growth in real time, they may check www.worldometers.info, which displays the ups and downs in population as infants are born and adults die throughout the world. The current population of various nations may also be seen on this website. We are constantly fascinated by interesting details about ordinary life, as well as the vast mysteries of the cosmos, no matter how old we are. That was the list of the top 10 unknown facts about the world, and there were many more. Did you find these intriguing? Fun facts to be interesting? Comment below. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to hit the like button, share, and subscribe to the channel.